Your glutes aren't weak, they're protecting your spine. And the reason no amount of glute bridges or hip thrusts have fixed it for you is because your nervous system won't allow your glutes to fire until one thing comes back online first. And that one thing is here, and it started before your back ever hurt. Now, before I map this out, I want you to recognize yourself in this first. You wake up stiff every morning, and it takes 20 minutes before you feel like yourself. You've been told your glutes are weak, you've done the exercises, and they still don't respond. You did the ab work for years, your back still hurts. Now, if that's you, I want you to understand one thing. You're not broken. What you're dealing with is a sequence problem, not a strength problem. The simplest way I can say this to you is stretching your QL, your quadratus lumborum, or your hip flexors to fix your back pain is like turning off the fire alarm instead of putting out the fire. The alarm is just telling you that the fire is still burning somewhere else. The fire started above your waist. So let's start with what you were probably told. You have weak glutes, go do more glute work. You have back pain, you need more core. You have tight hips, you need to stretch more. Now, these aren't wrong because the people saying them are wrong. They're wrong because they're addressing outputs, not the exact input. Here's what's actually happening. Your nervous system is running a protection protocol. It detected instability in your spine, so what had happened was it brought recruitment to your glutes to stabilize, not to move. Now, when a muscle is in protection mode, you can't train it into submission. You have to remove the threat first. Safety before strength every single time. Now, your glutes aren't failing you. They're doing exactly what they were told to do. So how did we get here? This is the part nobody really talks about, and it started here. Your diaphragm actually stopped functioning as a primary breathing muscle, maybe from stress, maybe from desk work, maybe from being told to brace your core, which made you hold your breath every time you lifted. So what had happened was it went offline. When your diaphragm is offline, your spine loses intra-abdominal pressure, IAP. That's the hydraulic system that keeps your spine stable under load. That is completely gone. So your brain detects that instability, which then activates, quote unquote, an emergency protocol. The psoas tightens, not because it's overworked, because it's bracing. Your body just recruited it as the new spine stabilizer. Now, when the psoas braces, the glutes inhibit. Your body said, I need this hip stable, not mobile, because the glutes go offline. The QL picks up everything the glutes dropped. It is working overtime. That is your back pain. That is your morning stiffness. Every symptom you have is downstream from one cascade that started above your waist before you ever felt it. Now, I want you to see exactly why you have tried something that didn't work, okay? So what we have here, open this up a little bit. Stretching the QL, okay? So the QL is overworking because the glutes went offline. 3 steps up the chain. You're not stretching a tight muscle. You're stretching a muscle that's working a second job because nobody had showed up otherwise. The tightness is a symptom. You can't stretch your way out of a symptom. Strengthening the glutes. Every rep you do, your brain is running a quiet override. The threat signal is still there. Safety before strength, always. Until you address the input, the output won't stick. And ab work. I know you did it for years, but your abs are downstream of the diaphragm. If the diaphragm is offline, your abs are compensating too. You can't core train your way out of a breathing pattern problem. The reason nothing worked isn't effort, it's the order of things. Now, here's the part that actually matters, and this is the most important part of this video, the restart sequence. The restart works in reverse order. You can't go backwards through the cascade. Step number 1, you need to get the diaphragm back online. Not a stretch, not a drill, breathing mechanics. 360-degree breath into your belly and rib cage. This is where the safety signal comes from. Until this happens, every intervention below, it is fighting the nervous system. Step number 2, we got to release the psoas, not stretch it, repattern it. Once the diaphragm restores spinal pressure, the psoas doesn't need to brace. You give it permission to let go. That's different from forcing it. Step number 3, reactivate the glutes. This is the first time in this entire sequence that glute work actually works, because now your nervous system has the safety signal. It allows the glutes to fire. Every rep lands. Step number 4, this is when we integrate the core. Core last, breath first. The sequence is the whole thing. This is the same body, the same muscles, the same person. The difference between the left side and the right side isn't genetics, it isn't age, it isn't effort. It's the order you address the sequence. This is the exact sequence I use in my athletic restoration program. 4 months, we start with breath work. It ends with your body working the way it was built to work before the shutdown ever happened. If you want to go through this with me directly, there's a link in the description below. What we're going to do is understand where you're at currently and where you want to be, what caused your body to feel like it's broken down and you feel like you're in a straitjacket. I'll map your specific shutdowns to cascade out, just like this one, and we're going to build a personal restart sequence together. Again, click in the link below, book a call, and let's get started. We got to fix your pain and find your purpose again.